Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about types of shirts that you can sew for the summer. This video is for women who lift, but if your body fluctuates a lot, then this video is for you too. So two disclaimers, most of these, pretty much all of these, are crop tops. So if that's not your gig, then you can add length or this video just isn't for you. Second thing, I never claimed to be jacked or shredded. I know I have a sleeper build. We're gonna be nice and we're gonna move on. Okay, so if you're like me, you accidentally dirty bulked when it was pumpkin spice season and never really cared to lose the extra weight because mass moves mass and you might as well do something with it. But point is, as you know, the more you eat, the more you gain muscle, a little bit of fat, your body changes. You gain more mass. So having adjustable clothing that you can wear from summer to next summer to maybe the summer after is great. And also sustainable because you're not running out to buy clothing every single summer. So we'll be talking about tops. And I'm gonna also mention what to avoid. All right, top one. Just a good old-fashioned halter top. This one was made by a pattern from Etsy. Most of my patterns are from Etsy. This one I wanted like a Y2K kind of vibe, early 2000s vibe. So I was thinking about the bandana halters that they had at that time, and I really like them. It keeps everything free. And then in the back, it's just a simple string that's adjustable. The halter's adjustable for when your neck inevitably thickens. I know that can't just be me. And it was really easy to make. It's just a square of fabric. This is just patchwork fabric that I made with scraps that I had. Still super into patchwork. I was last summer. I am still this summer. So I just made some yardage and then lined it with some like regular cotton broadcloth and made all the straps and whatnot. And then you just kind of tuck the triangles on the neckline and the sides to however thick you want them to be. And then just loop the straps all in there. Super easy. Okay, next. All right, so this is a cutie patootie 50s Playsuit type bra top. I'll put the pattern that I made this from. This pattern in the back originally had just like a single little button, but I changed it to be like a corset kind of thing with two D-rings in the back because I made this once before and the button I gained mass and I couldn't close it. So I said if I ever remake this, I'm going to change the closure. And you can pretty much do that with any top, especially crop tops. Very easy. That's basically the point of this video, is just exploring closures and making everything adjustable. And this is another halter style top, so you can again adjust it at your neck, adjust it at the back. Very fun, very cute. And we have another halter. Fun. This time, instead of a corset back, it's just a simple like sash tie back. I did end up having to add more fabric. Luckily, I had some. I obviously bought a ton of this fabric at some point in time, so I made the tails extra long just in case I gained any more weight for whatever reason. This pattern I got on Etsy. I think I accidentally got duped into buying an AI pattern, and I say that because it was very cheap, and in hindsight, I should have known. I think I bought this pattern years ago, like right when AI became a thing, but before it became widely used. But I'm sure you could find this pattern anywhere. It's a very simple, it's like it's rectangles. It's all rectangles. And then you just sew it into the bottom rectangle. Boom, you're done. You can play around with width, height, decide how much boobage you want. It's a very simple pattern. I probably didn't even have to buy it, but I did, and that's that. Moving on. Okay, so now we have a little corset back situation, and also these are adjustable ties at the shoulder. So if your shoulders get bigger, you've been working on your delts and your shoulders, you can adjust these to fit better. And so here's the back, the corset back, which is also super adjustable. And I made this out of vintage velvet that I had, and I love wearing it. And it's a fun little top. I'm pretty sure I also got this off of Etsy. This one also might have been an accidental AI pattern, but I'm sure you could find something similar that's not AI and then just kind of pattern hack it up. It's pretty simple. It's just a sweetheart neckline and some strips of fabric. You line it, you do the corseting in the back with the grommets, and it's a pretty simple construction. Nothing crazy. Probably get it done in an afternoon or a day. Okay, on to the next. All right, here's another one, another halter-ish top and variant on the corset back. So instead of grommets, it has like self fabric loops. This one I did not make, but it should be easy if you're someone who has more patience. I lost my patience trying to make one of these with all the loops and you had to like turn stuff inside out, and I don't know, I just couldn't handle it at that time. So I just went on to Poshmark and bought one. But like I said, this should be simple for someone who has more patience. And you probably don't even really need a pattern. It's pretty much neck, armhole, and then all the ties and the loops. So the corset back and the halter styles are really good for like a woven fabric, a non-stretchy woven fabric. This is a stretchy knit and that works fine too. But that leads me into saying if you don't want to futz around with adjustable backs or anything like that, you could just opt into making a garment with like a light stretchy knit fabric. I've made a halter top in like a light stretchy crepe and a one shoulder top in a light knit. Those are good too. This pattern had an adjustable length, but I opted for like the middle length. There was like a long normal shirt length, a long crop length, and then like a crop length. So as far as adjustable backs go, that's pretty much it. There aren't a whole lot of options, but if you can think of another one, let me know in the comments. Yeah, hi, next day, Monica here, because I almost forgot two other options. One is shirring. Another option, if you don't want to futz with like an open fastener, like a corset back or anything else like that. You know what, I'm terrible at explaining things. Let me read off what the internet says, because it'll be more clear and concise than whatever I'm going to say. Okay, so this is from seamwork.com. Machine shirring involves sewing rows of stitching half-inch apart while using elastic thread in the bobbin and all-purpose thread in the needle. The elastic thread evenly gathers the fabric between stitches, creating texture and elasticity. So it can stretch. I'll show you what it looks like on a dress I have. So that's what it looks like on the front and on the inside. And so it's just rows of elastic thread that will allow the fabric to stretch. I personally haven't made any garments with it yet, but I do have one in mind. I bought this really cute fabric for myself for my birthday that I want to make a cute little summery top with. It's supposed to deliver or come out around July, so I'll still be able to wear it for the rest of the summer, maybe into October, depending on how warm it is. One Halloween, it was like 75 degrees, so you never know. I did do some like tests on some scrap fabric, and I was happy with the results, so I'm excited to make like an actual shirt with it. And the other closure that I almost forgot was like a side tie. I haven't made any garments with these yet, but I've been meaning to. Again, I think the style would be cute with like a patchwork type situation. But the side ties are also a great option for an adjustable garment. Other than that, you can just make like a billowy type top, a boxy top. One of my favorites to wear is the one I'm going to wear next. Okay, and this is the last top. This is the boxier one. It's not really form-fitting at all, except up in here. Yeah, so if you get a top that's a little, you know, flowier, you don't really have to worry about closures, obviously. I do love this one. I love the neckline, how these come in, so you can kind of see the trap in the shoulder situation. And then on the back, I also got this pattern on Etsy, not an accidental AI purchase, don't worry. This was by a real person. One thing I would recommend is to make this part a little lower. Last year I made it, it fit fine. I gained some mass over the year, and now it's hard to get it off. It gets stuck on my shoulders. So I would recommend just making the arm side a little lower. Maybe turn these into like an adjustable little tie top, like the corset one. That might be an option, but that's really the only advice. Other than also, this is a patchwork top, obviously. If you make patchwork fabric with velvet, finish the edges. I didn't finish the edges, and sometimes I have like the little velvet balls like sitting at my waist. I don't really care that much, but in the future I will take the time to finish the edges. So that's that. Now on to recommendations and things to avoid. Avoid front closing garments. I made this adorable lemon top. Let me go get it. Adorable. Little front tie top. Lemon fabric. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many mock-ups to get it to fit. Spent a lot of time on it, a ton of little pieces, and a year later I couldn't wear it because my back gained mass, my waist gained mass, and no amount of fashion tape would keep it in place. So like as your body expands in different areas, I wouldn't recommend a front tie top. I would say if you did like a vest, like a little 90s vest, that would be fine, because if you can't close it anymore, you can just wear it as a cute little open vest. But if you plan on making a cute little or sexy little tie front top, avoid it. Unless you have the patience to open up the back. I don't have the patience to open up the back and the lining. I do have extra fabric that I could piece in. I don't want to. So I guess at the end of the day, you could make one like this, but prepare to have to fix it. So I would also say avoid wrap dresses or wrap tops unless you want to build in a seam allowance to wear if your body gets bigger. I made a really cute wrap dress in like an early 2000s Carrie Bradshaw type style dress, and I can't really wear it. I mean, maybe I could with some fashion tape, but I'm kind of at the age now where like if I have to futz with my clothes to get it to work, I'm not going to wear it. In my 20s, whatever. In my 30s, I don't think so. So I think that's it. I hope this video gave you some inspiration. I know it's a little niche, but I also know finding clothing that fits as your body changes is very difficult, and sewing is a great skill to have, so I highly recommend it. And the feeling of making your own clothing is awesome, especially in a world of fast fashion and overconsumption, but I'm not going to get on that soapbox. One day I will. One day I'll have a video about that, but not right now. So if you made it this far in the video, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great summer, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.